¿Qué pasa?
Hey, Grandma, Uncle Henry, how you doing? We hadn't been back to see you in a while. So just buried here. Can you repeat?
Russell.
Russell. Who's Russell? This is my Uncle Henry. Uncle Henry was in World War II, and from what I was told by my grandma, he was on 2 battleships that got blew out from under him.
One time on a battleship, there was a grenade or something that landed into the ship, and he actually picked it up and tossed it overboard before it actually blew up. So,
oh, I didn't know that part.
yeah. So
no shit.
he actually saved everybody on board.
Well, I know when he came back to live back with my grandma, he had, but they didn't know about the time, PTSD. And there it is, right there. There's Aunt Wilma.
Yeah.
She did it. When Aunt Wilma died just last year, she was my grandma's daughter. We'll go back to the story of my uncle, but he kind of went crazy and at my grandma's house and took a butcher knife and tried to stab my grandma. My dad grabbed it. They had metal stools back then, not made out of wood, and he put it up and was blocking it from my uncle. My uncle went back into his room and locked the door, turned the gas on, and stabbed himself. He ended up in the VA for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
But he wrote letters to my grandma, and after that, they had him on medication. He mellowed out, and he died in '71. That's about just a little over 3 months after my grandpa died. That's the reason why I ended up going to live with grandma.
Yeah, I actually know that.
Yeah, get a picture. Wilma.
I got them both together.
We can post that on Find a Grave. Grandma, I miss you and I love you. You taught me so much. I still remember I made you proud. I'm glad.
Yeah, same here. Thank you, Grandma, for...
She saved our lives. Without my grandma, we would have starved to death. Because
Grandma, you taught me the importance of taking care of family no matter what. Sometimes I forget, but I want to thank you because you did.
I was lucky. I got to live with her for a while.
And all those days I went to the store and brought you back all the money that you gave me. And I said, I forget the receipt. I tore it up. I'm sorry, I lied.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I paid for it.
Oh, that was awesome, dude.
I did it all the time.
Yeah, Grandma's just little stores about a couple blocks down. It's not like a convenience store. It's a little neighborhood grocery. And Grandma would send us down every day, get a couple slices of piccolo, a couple slices of bologna, a couple slices of cheese, maybe a half gallon of milk or something.
A dozen eggs.
A dozen eggs, yeah. With some bacon sometimes.
And a loaf of Town Talk. Town Talk was about a quarter of a loaf back then, so.
I remember buying wrapped bacon. It was 16-ounce package, not 12-ounce, 16-ounce package for 37 cents. Can you imagine 37 cents for a whole pound of bacon?
I remember your big thing was you would go up to the supermarket and you loved to buy the Cool Whip and eat the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I did that for years. I don't even eat Cool Whip no more. I don't hardly eat ice cream no more.
You would eat the whole freaking deal of Cool Whip. I mean, back then it was like 15 cents, but you know.
It was cheap.
You know.
And this is my Aunt Wilma. She was a very giving person. She worked with us at the stores, convenience stores we worked at. And someone would come in there with a headache or aspirin, and you know, we need aspirin, didn't have money. Aunt Wilma would buy the aspirin and give them some free aspirin. Or they needed lunch meat, they were hungry. She'd buy them lunch meat and bread so they have something to eat. I don't know how many times I told her, Aunt Wilma,
Why did you come?
We came to visit and talk to you. Are you here, Aunt Wilma, Grandma, Uncle Henry? But she had a very giving. I told her, said one time, I said, they're not going to pay you back. She goes, I don't expect them to. But she didn't want to see people go hungry.
And she learned that from her mom, so.
Yep. And Grandma lived to be 90. Grandma, I'm trying to outdo you. I'm going to try to live to be 91.
I want to push over 100, by the way, just so you know.
I just want to be. I know what Grandma apparently didn't know I was in the police academy. And I went by the house. Ever tell you the story?
No.
Okay, I went by her house and I knocked on the door. And she opened the door and she goes, I didn't call the police. And I said, no, Grandma, it's me, Don, your grandson. And she goes, I'll be darned. She goes, I knew you'd be somebody someday. So I went in and sat in her house for a few minutes. I had to get to work. I had to be at work. about 30 minutes. Of course, you want a cup of coffee? No, Grandma just came by to visit. I should have went by more often, but I just had so much going on.
Yeah,
But she even told me, she goes, I used to think JW's kids would turn out to be the best, and it was Gilbert's kids that turned out to be the best. So, that was, even you, me, Lynn did good. Adam was getting his act together. But
Lynn had your heart.
yeah, Lynn had your heart, Grandma. Aunt Wilma, Grandma, Uncle Henry, it's been great talking with you. We got you documented. Most people won't care, but we do. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, we're still out here at Mount Olivet, Craig and I, and we just found our grandfather's grave.
Kevin.
No, his name wasn't Kevin, it was Willie Jacob. I don't know who Kevin
Is
is.
his name Kevin now?
You know, he changed his name. Della Cluck. All that. My grandpa lived to be 90. He died of pneumonia. He gotten sick and they had to put him in a home. He said if he ever went to a home, he'd just die.
Grandpa? I
Yeah.
thought he broke his hip.
Oh yeah, I might broke his hip. I heard he died of pneumonia. But I remember we lived over on North Terry in Diamond Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Willie came over to get Dad up, and I wanted to go, and he wouldn't let none of us go.
Yeah, I actually remember that. Believe it or not, I do.
And he would always give our cousins $1 or a quarter or something like that. Wouldn't give us jack crap.
Speak for yourself.
He give you money?
All the time.
He never would give me money.
He'd always have it wrapped up in a... No, Uncle Henry had it wrapped up in a napkin. He would always have a quarter for me.
Really? Was Uncle Henry?
Uncle Henry always had it wrapped up in one. And
Yeah.
Uncle Henry always took me to Long's Grocery and bought me a chocolate milk.
I remember Longsboro. I couldn't remember the name of that place.
Mrs. Long's.
Out there on Bluff and
Mhm.
Hampton.
Yep, Mrs. Long.
Yeah, you take Coke bottles up there, she wouldn't cash them in, she'd trade them out
Yeah.
for product, which is smart.
Back then they were 2 cents. So.
2 cents, exactly, 2 cents. People don't know what we're talking about. Soft drink bottles used to have a deposit on whatever, 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, and they went to 10 cents.
They still do in California.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, all bottles and cans got a 2-cent deposit.
Cans?
Everything that you buy, drink, got a deposit in there.
You just, the spirit box just said right. Yeah, you know, Grandpa, you still here? You're probably not. You've been gone 55 years.
I still remember you, Grandpa, believe it or not.
Yeah, I actually got a picture of you. It's got to find it. It's put away right now. It's you and Dad and Uncle Henry and Grandma and Blackie.
I need to know your history, Grandpa. I need to know more about you.
Like I say, he was born in Alabama,
You born in Alabama.
which I didn't know that till you checked it out.
I can't remember the name of the town. It was basically, oh God.
Well, Grandpa's buried like 2 rows from the road here, next to a
Right.
cluck, and this person here,
Right behind Delta Street.
Boyd and
I want to
So,
stay.
you want to stay? Well, you can stay. That's your choice. There's a cluck there, and there's a cluck there. And I'm not trying to make a joke. I said, shooting 1898, 1988. He was military. Thank you for your service, sir. World War I. He was 79, or almost 79, 78. He hadn't had his birthday yet.
Grandpa, I figured out some of your history just because of the fact you had a draft card.
You said he had another son, didn't he? Oklahoma or something?
I think that might have been his father.
Oh, it might have been his dad?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe? Yeah, that's what we're saying, maybe. Well, Grandpa, at least I know we for sure they got a marker. See, I bought this marker for my grandpa back right before COVID, and COVID hit, and usually it'd take about a couple months to get it out. It was about 1.5 years later, and they finally put it up. See, there's a rock memorial thing there, so we'll cross over here.
Yeah, that's right, I remember that.
So I just wanted to make sure that was almost $900 that got put out like it's supposed to. Well, Grandpa, I know you don't get...
I'll put it on the internet for everybody to see, Grandpa.
Yeah, this is gonna be on the internet for everybody to see, that's for sure. Most people ain't gonna give a flip about this. This is a family and friends video, but and we're getting a few comments from our spirit box, but not too much. Kind of quiet actually, but hey, it's a nice cool afternoon. In late August, it's in the low 80s. You understand? Well, I appreciate you understanding.
This is more for us than it is for anybody else, but hope you understand that searching for your family. It's something you get to know yourself, get to know more about.
Well, a lot of people don't do that. They just bury them and forget them.
Yeah.
And they might come out next generation they're forgot about.
You got a history. I want to know more about your history. If I could go back 60 years and talk to you and Grandma,
All the stories.
and if I could have just written down all the stories Grandma told us when we were young.
I remember one time. I remember this day. You used to trash. They would pick them up. You put your trash in like trash cans, and the trash man would pick them up. Okay, Grandpa was born in 1880, right? Okay, Grandpa was on the front porch, and there was a long-haired trash man. He had long hair. That was his like mid-60s, I guess. And he saw that trash man and started hollering out, "Desperado, Desperado!" Because he was born in the area. He was raised on horses, 1880. So
Yeah.
you know, he's probably 40, 50 years old before he even drove in a car or something, maybe.
I don't know. I know that he lived in Niles City, for a while, which is basically North Fort Worth now. So
Yeah,
Fort Worth, North Fort
he
Worth.
used to be over there, like off of
It's right there off
Decatur and all that. Yeah, Decatur.
Right there, 23rd, cutting into.
It's like a lot of people don't know Fort Worth used to be called Panther City. They had a Panther City.
It's still called Panther City.
They got a section still called Panther.
Panther City's over on, off Lancaster.
Is that where it's at, Lancaster? I couldn't remember where it was at.
Where Panther Hall and all that was.
Oh, okay, Panther Hall. Yeah, I remember Panther Hall. Yeah, okay, I know exactly. Used to pass it when I was driving cars. Every now and then. Well, Grandpa, been nice visiting with you. Didn't have much to say, but I can understand that. But now we got you documented, put you on YouTube. People want to watch and learn a little history about you. That's great. If they don't, I understand. The people need to document, like you're saying, document as much about their ancestry as they can, and go visit the markers and don't forget about them. Don't just bury them in the ground and they're dead, they're gone. The kids that go visit, like you and I visit Mom and Dad and Adam.
Every time
Okay, now when Tristan gets his generation, probably won't. Ryan probably won't. He might, of course Tristan's in different cities. The girls, they won't. And then the next generation, they really forgot about.
Tristan knows about some of the family history. He does have interest in the family history, but
See, Ryan don't. Well, Ryan does, but then again, he don't research it like y'all do. Y'all go through Ancestry.com. You and Dale check out a lot of stuff on Ancestry.com.
I get lost in Ancestry.com.
I get lost just thinking about it. Well, we're on to our next stop. More family and friends. Hope you just stay watching. Bye. Well, here we are, another section.
Oh, wow.
This is family and friends. Ben McCloud, he was my ex-father-in-law. He was a good man too. He was fair, owned convenience stores, real estate. His wife Earline. About his tree. Another tree. Benny McCloud Jr., that was his son. He drowned.
Over on Village Creek.
Yeah, Village Creek. He was a little rough, and he met this girl, and he was getting his life back together, and he was going to work one morning. There was a flood, and he couldn't swim. He got out of the car and panicked, and people were trying to get him to come toward him, them they say, and he went the wrong way. They found him later that day in a drainage ditch. Now, Red there, I can't believe Red made 70 years of age. He drank a lot of Old Milwaukee and smoked Winston cigarettes. Any of y'all people here want to talk to us? Ben, you here? Earline? You here, Earline? How about Red? What's up, Red? Old Rojo?
Hey, dude, want to play some baseball? Man, you could smack a ball. You could take the cover off the ball.
You and I could take the cover off the ball. I remember one time we were out there at school, and I gave him a golf ball. And we had a baseball bat, wooden bat. He hit that sucker, and I don't know where it landed. It reminded me of Herman Munster when he hit that baseball.
Yeah.
On TV playing for the Dodgers. So, sucker just took off. They don't got much to say to us. Y'all were some fantastic people. I remember one time I went in the backyard over and lived on Prairie, and Ben Jr. was in the backyard on the swing. I wanted to know if he could sleep back there, and I said, sure, go ahead, I don't care. I should have invited him into the couch, but then he probably would have stayed there forever. Wouldn't have been able to get him out. And Ben was a Mason, of course.
My mother-in-law's brother was named Glenn Smart. I just walked past his grave a second ago. Past the grave.
Oh, really? We need to go there then.
Yeah, I don't know if it was him or not, but
Oh. Yeah, see, they're having that funeral there. That's a military funeral. They'll touch me. They'll touch us. What do you mean? Who's they to touch us? Let them touch us. We don't care.
he died. He died in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s?
Yeah, it wasn't him, which is weird.
Oh, because you saw that name?
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's the columns, whatever you call those things, so that way you kind of remember. They're off, if you're coming from the south side, they're on the left side of these columns, about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 rows over. But I was surprised to see Ben out here. I didn't realize Ben was buried here.
Ben, you treated me good.
Yeah.
Well, most people would have fired me and shoved me aside.
They were, him and Lonnie were great bosses, man.
You took me under. Thank you.
Most of our success in life has been because of him.
Yeah. You were a parent to us when our parents wasn't parents, so.
Right.
Well,
I had Joe as a mentor, so that was something. But then Ben he was always a fair person, real good person. He was a giving person, had a giving heart.
He did.
Well, we're going to move on to someone else now. Try to find some more family and friends.
I mean, you were a good woman too.
Oh yeah, she was.
Thank you for the kindness that you always showed me. I appreciate it.
I remember one time I don't know why, I had a car broke down in the shop or something. She loaned me her Chevy Impala. And me and Doc got in that car and we got drunk. And we ended up driving up 35, didn't know where the hell we were going until we noticed a sign that said Oklahoma. I go, God damn, we're in Oklahoma, we gotta leave. I know y'all don't got much to say to us, but sure miss you and want to thank you for being a part of our lives.
I agree. Yeah.
Y'all are really fantastic people. So we're gonna go find some more family and friends. So y'all be blessed. Well, we just found another friend of ours. He's a roommate with us. There's me, my brother, a friend of ours, Robert, and Anthony. We were all roommates.
What's up, Big Tony?
Back in our early 20s and stuff. Oh boy, that place we stayed at was a townhouse. That was a party palace. We partied down. You around, Anthony? Want to talk with us?
Hey, buddy. How you doing, man?
Been a long time. Unfortunately, Anthony got electrocuted. He was an electrician and got electrocuted. Stop. What's this? Don't quite understand what you
You still
mean.
around, Big Bubba? Huh?
You around, Anthony? Remember our good times we had?
Remember that townhouse, man, party?
Yeah, we had a pool table instead of a dining room table. And our coffee table, remember, was one of those big old spindles they put cables on? That was our coffee room. We always had...
You remember the punch dispenser? We kept it full of
alcohol?
alcohol?
Yeah. It was our party palace.
Man, those are some good times.
We had MTV on, or we had football or baseball on all the time. I don't think that TV ever turned off.
No, I didn't.
And that's back when those big old consoles.
God, yeah, it was.
What's up, Big Tony? Been a long time, dude. You watching me? You remember me? You remember Craig?
You're like a brother to me, man.
Yeah, you were close. Even his brother, you and his brother, other brother, roommated together for a while. Is that what his name, Alan?
Mm-hmm. Alan Davis.
Couldn't remember. They're having a funeral over there right now. You can see all those vehicles. They, I think you said it's a military funeral.
It is.
There's Cisneros and there's Garcia. That's what I started seeing. I thought, wait a minute. You're real close to the lake here, you know. You go fishing.
I want to walk right past you the other day. I know I did because I was right
Sometimes.
Sometimes. You go fishing sometimes? For real? Okay, that's cool.
here. Man, you never was a fisherman. Bullshit.
Maybe we must be talking to somebody else, not Anthony, not Tony.
You were fishing for the women over at the freaking Traders Village, man. Hey, you want a hot link? You know, some lips and assholes, like we was call them.
Yeah, he went with one girl one time from North Texas, didn't he?
Yeah, that's when she used to come in. It was my fault they kind of split up because she would come stay with him, and I would have my freaking. I'd have my radio stereo cranked up in my bedroom.
Oh, she couldn't sleep.
So I couldn't sleep. I feel so guilty about that shit now.
Back then, we didn't think about things like that.
I didn't care.
Well, now you're old, we don't care, but I do care.
I care more.
Well, hey, man, you got much to say. I can understand. We ain't been here in a long time. How are we? We're doing pretty good. We're getting old and uglier.
He can speak for himself. I'm still good looking. At least I am in my own mind.
Hey, like I say, everybody I say, you think God has a sense of humor? And they say, well, what do you mean? I say, every time I look in the mirror, I go, oh my God. Because he's down up there laughing at me.
I say the same thing. God, you got a sense of humor. What is that? I look at a picture of my brother and know he's right.
Yeah, he got a sense of humor. That's damn sure. So, Anthony, we'll holler at you.
Love you, brother.
Later on, you take care of yourself now. Nice place here by the road. Go here and maybe you're learning to fish. I don't know. Or hang out and watch the ducks. Got a lot of flowers out here. Looks like it's Labor Day weekend. So we're going to go hunt down another family and friend member. You take care of yourself.
You're right there by the tree.
Yep, right there by the tree.
Both of them are easy to find.
And there's that, you said that historical marker right there. I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so usually remember the tree is easy because unless the tree comes down, the historical marker ain't going to move nowhere.
It's right in between them.
Yeah, right, you go right in between them. Perfect. Later, dog. Enjoy the good times, man. This here is Billy Vaughan. Couldn't find his marker at the cemetery, but I did find it on Find a Grave. Bill was a Korean War vet. He was in the U.S. Army, of course you can see. Bill was a really good guy. One of my best friends I ever had. He used to live next door to a store I worked at for about 9 years. He'd always come over there. He always had a joke. He was coming up with some of the craziest things you ever heard. Even we owned a boat together and a little travel trailer we used for fishing and hunting. And they weren't any good, but hey, we had a good time hanging together. His wife, Sylvie, whatever I called her, Sylvia. She had a daughter named Sally Carpenter. She passed at 37 years old of cancer, which was very sad. But it's got to give a little memento to my old buddy here, Billy Vaughan. I wish I had a picture of him. I probably do. I think he was at my wedding. But I don't know, so many photo albums, I don't know where to start. Just wanted to give a little heads up to Billy Vaughan. Miss you, bud.